As a bankruptcy firm, Mitchell, Cunningham, and Bowling realizes many people are worried about their finances. We're here to guide you through the next steps to restart your life with easy video appointments. New clients don't have to leave home to get information about becoming debt-free. Also, convenient in-office appointments are available at the low cost of $340 upfront for a Chapter 13. You can be on your way to being debt-free. Contact Mitchell, Cunningham, and Bowling today or visit our website at mcdebtfree.com. We are here to help you.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 6.
Well, welcome to Mississippi Live Weather at 6. I hope all of y'all have had a fantastic Saturday here in North Mississippi. It has been a beautiful weekend so far. Thankfully, that trend continues into Sunday, depending on your definition, because we're going to start seeing those rainy conditions make their way back into the forecast. We see a change in those rainy conditions for Sunday, a little bit different from what we were talking about last night, but I'm going to have the very latest on that timing and what we can expect for your Sunday as we wrap up the weekend ahead. But soak up those rainy conditions, if we can even call them rainy conditions, because we will see a dry work week ahead. Those rainy conditions going to take a while to come back into the forecast here in North Mississippi. But one of the exciting news we have, Gabe is live at the Corinth Christmas Parade. He was covering this earlier. We did a special little holiday cut-in, but I want to bring him back in to show you the latest on what's happening at the parade right now.
Yeah, Caleb, it is once again a Christmas party here in Corinth this evening, the 2025 edition, and I was worried that you guys wouldn't be able to see anything because it might have been over by 6. No, we're still in full force. As you can see, the crowd's still moving through behind me right there, and everyone is out here enjoying a fantastic Christmas parade. You might still hear it in the background. Once I get in the distance, Posse just making their way out of the picture and just missed them playing, but don't worry, Mickey and Minnie. That's crazy. Yeah, Disney World showing up. It's a good time. And so hopefully, I hope the shot is still okay in the running. But yeah, Mickey and Minnie work their way on through. Olaf, Bluey. Yeah, this is a great party for sure. And Caleb, I know that it's a cold one, but everyone out here enjoying it. We will have live coverage to the 6 o'clock hour and continue that coverage at 10 with those floats that you may have missed if you were unable to make it out here today. We'll, of course, keep that coverage going all night long. A big thank you to MLM for partnering with us on this journey, letting us see all the Christmas parades across North Mississippi. We'll keep that coverage going this week, but tonight is all about Corinth, and we are excited to be here. And all these slow lights downtown is lit, literally with lights, but also literally in the atmosphere. Caleb, I know that you're tracking all this in the studio. I'll send it back to you, but for now, live in Corinth, meteorologist Dave Maynor from Mississippi Live Weather.
Well, big thanks to Gabe Maynor for giving us the live look at that Corinth Christmas parade. Let's take a look at those current conditions going on for right now and into the rest of your evening. We're starting with temperatures around 43 degrees by 7 o'clock. Still seeing those mostly cloudy conditions start moving back in to our atmosphere and the skies up above. But one of the stories we're going to be talking about tonight is some dense fog and patchy foggy areas pretty much moving in across our area overnight. Could wake up to these conditions as well, especially by 7 o'clock. Seeing temperatures around 40 degrees, but going to be a beautiful start to our Sunday. Just won't stay dry all day long. But for right now, we are staying dry, and that is perfect, especially for those out in Corinth, seeing that Christmas parade, especially any other parades going on in Alcorn County or just all across North Mississippi. Y'all have the green light go for any outdoor plans. I know we still have those state championships going on. Tupelo should be playing right now down in Starkville and Davis-Wade Stadium. So beautiful conditions will continue to persist as we wrap up our Saturday ahead. But let's take a look at what's going on across the country and what's going to eventually make its way to our area. Right now, we're seeing not really much activity going on pretty much in the southeast or just the Twin States in general. But one of the things we want to look at is this cold front, that low pressure system starting to enter Nebraska. But this cold front is what we're going to be paying attention to tonight. This will eventually make its way all the way to Mississippi, and that's what's going to cool off our temperatures heading into Monday. And that's also what's going to bring some isolated chances of rainfall as well. This is a very weak cold front, not going to bring any strong, severe storms at all. We're not under any SPC categories. We're just going to see maybe some drizzles, showers, sprinkles, That's about it. So let's try to track that out here on Futurecast into the evening overnight hours. Let's zoom this out just a little bit so you can kind of see that cold front move in as we continue into the overnight hours. Still seeing calm, clear conditions all across North Mississippi, but also dry conditions as well. As we continue into the overnight hours, we're going to see that cloud cover start to build in, especially with that fog as well. And there comes that cold front starting to bring in those rain chances. And I know I kind of zoomed out so you could see what I'm talking about. Let's zoom in just a little bit more so I can talk about those rain chances. Notice this is a very light shade of green. This model doing its best to give us something to look at. It's saying maybe somewhere within this area, oops, I'm going to have to click that again. There we go. Somewhere within this area, we can start seeing some rain chances. And these are going to be very isolated, small in nature, not expecting a whole lot, not really expecting many rain chances in the early morning hours. Could see somewhat of a dampener for some Sunday morning church commuters, but those rain chances, I'm expecting to increase just a little bit more into the afternoon hours after that front kind of pushes on through. We start seeing that rain kind of come behind the front as well. These are those rain chances that will eventually push on into North Mississippi, affect us into the afternoon, early evening hours. Those are our best chances of rain, at least in my opinion right now. Of course, we're going to continue seeing those models change throughout the rest of the night and stay consistent, hopefully. But I'll give you the very latest. But the next 24 kind of showing that right now with pretty much dry and potentially foggy conditions by the time you wake up in the morning. 37 degrees by 6 o'clock, warming on up, seeing temperatures around 50 degrees by 12 with those mostly cloudy conditions above us. And then those rain changes start creeping into the forecast early afternoon into your early evening hours. Still only a 20%, maybe 30 if we want to go big, but these are going to be very isolated in nature, just a few showers moving on through, nothing heavy. Just going to see those rain chances move on through North Mississippi and continue into the early evening hours and then pretty much dry on out as we wrap up our Sunday night and head into the work week. And then we're going to see dry conditions pretty much persist for the rest of the work week. So enjoy these rainy conditions tomorrow. It will still be a beautiful day. Most of us will continue to stay dry, but I'm going to show you kind of what your afternoon and evening looks like tomorrow and get you prepped for the work week. All that's coming up in 1 minute.
At First Choice Bank, we know you can't always make it before the bank closes. With our integrated teller, you can talk to a live person as late as 7 p.m. on weekdays and noon on Saturdays. It's not just an ATM, it's an ITM. First Choice Bank, your choice for banking.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Caleb Edelblut.
Well, thanks for sticking here with us at Mississippi Live Weather at 6. I wanted to open up this segment with our parade planner as we continue into the evening hours. We are still seeing dry and beautiful conditions on the back half of our Saturday. Starting off with temperatures around 40 degrees by 8 o'clock, seeing those partly cloudy conditions continuing to build in overnight. Temperatures slowly dropping off, still seeing upper 30s by 10 o'clock. But we keep talking about these parade planners and those current conditions going on. And that's because our meteorologist, Gabe Maynor, still out there live at the Corinth Christmas Parade. Let's take a look at what's going on.
Well, Caleb, you hear the sound of Christmas coming into downtown Corinth this evening. I can look at who's repping this. That is, of course, your Corinth High School marching band off there in the distance. Flag swirling, music playing, joy to the world for sure, and joy to Corinth tonight. You just missed Miss North Mississippi and also Santa's largest package off there in the distance, but they're working their way up the road right now and continuing to provide great floats, great lights, and great times all across the city of Corinth. But yeah, it might be hard to hear me here in a moment, but Caleb, it's a cool forecast for sure. Everyone bungled up, but I will say when everyone's together like they are tonight, it gets to be a little bit more comfortable because all that body heat being emitted and it kind of gets together. So it's a great time and especially with that drum going as well. A big thank you to MLM for partnering with us on this journey tonight. Of course, we are going to be continuing our live coverage through the 6 o'clock hour and showcasing all of the great sights and sounds. Emphasis on sounds here in Corinth this evening. Corinth, of course, where we're headed to tonight for our parade. Where we're headed to those North Mississippi parades. Going to continue that into this week as well. So excited to get into as many communities as possible and enjoy all the sounds, all the lights, and just everything here for the Christmas season. A big Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday night and enjoying these dry conditions. Caleb, I know you're tracking some potential rainfall for your Sunday, but no rain here in Corinth right now. The only thing that's raining down is joy and holiday spirit. We're going to continue this coverage, and I'll have a full breakdown of those floats and everything coming up tonight at 10. So we'll see you guys there. Until now, live in Corinth, I'm meteorologist Gabe Maynor from Mississippi Live Weather.
Well, there you have it. A big thanks to our meteorologist, Gabe Maynor, for letting us see these parades, not in person, but at least through the screen, since not all of us are definitely in Corinth right now. But those current conditions, still kind of a little bit frigid, like he was saying. 41 degrees outside, thankfully, feels like 41 as well. Not really seeing much of a wind component, and that is perfect, allowing us to still feel those temperatures outside not drop as we continue into the evening hours ahead. But that futurecast still showing those clear conditions all across North Mississippi currently, but not going to last for long. That cloud cover will eventually start building back in, starting to see partly cloudy conditions later on this evening, especially midnight and on into your early AM hours. And there's that cold front we were talking about. And with that, bringing in some chances of rainfall. Here's that little green splotch across parts of North Mississippi. Again, not confident by any means on these rain chances. I'm more confident on the afternoon hours, seeing those kind of move on through North Mississippi. Again, not expecting anything severe. This cold front, very weak in nature, just bringing some isolated sprinkles here to North Mississippi, and that's about it, cooling us off as we get ready for the work week ahead. But let's take a look at those low temperatures overnight as we get ready for our Sunday morning. Pretty much mid-50s all across North Mississippi. 35 in Amory, Tupelo, Houston. 36 in Holly Springs, Senatobia, and Tunica. 41 down here in Greenville and Belzona as well. Going to still make sure you want to have those layers on throughout your day tomorrow. It's just the Christmas season here in North Mississippi. But coming back to Futurecast, let's kind of try to track out those rain chances as you go about your Sunday. There's a chance you could see somewhat of a dampener on your Sunday morning church commute plans, but not really expecting many rainy conditions until pretty much post-church, post-lunchtime. We're starting to see these rain chances make their way into North Mississippi. This is at lunchtime, crossing the Mississippi River into the Delta just north of Greenville, heading towards Cleveland around 12:30 later on in y'all's Sunday. But as we continue pushing into the afternoon hours, we're going to see those rain chances try to increase as well. But notice, we're looking at a whole lot of green. Not going to see any yellows, oranges, reds, just some much needed rainfall here in North Mississippi. We can enjoy maybe a rainy Sunday for those further on south here in our viewing area. Enjoy it out, not outdoors, want to be indoors, maybe watch some NFL. Going to be a beautiful Sunday, especially if you love those type of conditions. That's going to continue into your afternoon hours, but kind of start drying on up just a little bit as well. Still seeing those rainfall chances all across North Mississippi by 6 o'clock. Going to be very drizzly in nature, but still those models showing a little bit more confidence and increase on those rain chances as we continue into the evening ahead. But those high temperatures pretty much mid to upper 50s across North Mississippi. 56 in Starkville and Tupelo, Amory 53, Oxford 54, Clarksdale and Cleveland 57 in Greenwood, and Belzona 56 out there in Greenville. And those feels like values are going to pretty much match as well. A lot better as compared to today. Not really going to be as windy tomorrow. Going to feel amazing as we go about our Sunday and wrap up our weekend before we get ready for the work week ahead. Now, coming to this model, a lot more aggressive as you go into the evening. Not expecting anywhere near this as you continue into your Sunday evening, but we're going to push all of this out of North Mississippi, trying to give us a lot of rainfall. But by midnight and on, we're still seeing those dry conditions, but still cloudy conditions as well. Going into your early Monday morning hours, we're going to see those dry conditions pretty much persist along with that cloud cover. Waking up 8:30 for your Monday, seeing those dry conditions, and going to see them persist for not only the rest of your Monday, but pretty much into the rest of the work week as well. As you start wrapping up the work day, school day, you're going to start seeing a clearing take place with that cloud cover pretty much just pushing on out of North Mississippi. What's responsible for that high pressure system moving on across North Mississippi, allowing us to stay dry and eventually start seeing clearer conditions heading into the overnight hours for your Tuesday as well. But those high temperatures Monday, noticeably cooler. That's through that cold front making its way through our area, allowing us to feel a lot cooler for our Monday. Pretty much mid Not mid. Actually, yeah, mid to upper 40s across North Mississippi. You could still see some low 50s, 51 in Vernon and Columbus, 50 in Houston and Eupora, but 44 in Holly Springs, Senatobia, Tunica, 42 out there in South Haven, almost on the cusp of upper 30s, 46 Cleveland, 48 in Greenville as well. And those feels like values, there we go, changing a little bit more, and that's due to it being a little bit more breezy due to that cold front bringing in some of that wind for your Monday as well. So make sure you have those layers ready as we are wrapping up the school year here in North Mississippi, because it's going to be a chilly, I'd say, work week ahead, but we kind of have a temperature roller coaster, and you're going to see just what I mean by that here on the 7-day forecast. 30% chance of rain for your Sunday as those isolated chances of rainfall kind of makes its way through North Mississippi, seeing highs around 56 for your high tomorrow, but dry conditions pretty much for the rest of your week. But take a look at those highs. Monday, we see a high of 48, going to 53 for your Tuesday, then 60 for your Wednesday, but then we start cooling off yet again. Thursday, kind of downhill slope, 56. Friday would be a high of 48 as well. So it's going to be a dry work week ahead, but also kind of a chilly as well. There we go. I was covering up the lowest value, 41 as your high for your Saturday. But don't go anywhere, especially if you have any outdoor plans tonight. I'm going to track out kind of what the rest of your evening looks like, those parade planners, everything you need to know as you get ready to walk out of the door this evening. All of that's coming up in 1 minute.
Can I ask a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog, but she's little.
Do you have any unlocked guns around the house?
We do have a gun, but it's stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access. Appreciate you asking.
Yeah, of course.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right seat.
Well, welcome to Mississippi Live, whether at 6 or welcome back, I should say. I was just catching up on the comments during that break, and Brenda, I would love to hear that song. Looks like I'm about to have to do some research to figure that out. She said the lyrics was, "Rainy days and Sundays always make me smile," and it is a good song, but that describes what I think about rainy Sundays pretty much perfectly. It's my favorite combo. But let's take a look at the current conditions across North Mississippi. This is taking a look at our Mississippi Live weather radar, showing us a whole lot of nothing. Still kind of let me get my words out. Trying to show a lot of ground clutter happening around the radar. We're seeing dry conditions all across North Mississippi for our Tupelo High School state championship game happening in Davis Wade Stadium. You're seeing perfect conditions. Any parades going on, especially in Alcorn County and Corinth, and pretty much anywhere across North Mississippi, y'all are good to go. Staying dry into the evening hours ahead, but those temperatures, make sure you stay layered up just a little bit, seeing pretty much low 40s, upper 30s all across North Mississippi. I'd say good conditions still in Starkville. 45 degrees as that state championship game is underway. 42 out there in Water Valley and Tunica, 44 Clarksdale, 45 in Greenville, 47 in Greenwood and Belzona as well. And real quick before we go, just want to show you all that parade planner one more time, especially for any parade starting to get kicked off that you want to head out to this evening. Seeing those temperatures drop very slowly as you continue into the evening hours ahead, a lot better than what we saw yesterday, especially during the Tupelo Christmas parade as well. So take a little screenshots to anybody you want for who's going out to those parades. Going to be a beautiful evening tonight as we wrap up our Saturday and get ready for the Sunday ahead. And of course, the QR codes to our app, here they are for both iOS and Android. Same app, just on both softwares of phones, and make sure it's compatible for all of you out there. Of course, we'll be live later on tonight. Before I click it, I want to make sure, catching up on all the comments, everybody seems good. We're all having a good, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I love this season. I love the spirit. It's going to be a great rest of the weekend here in North Mississippi. Excited to talk to you about those rain chances during the 10 o'clock show, as well as we'll get some more model runs coming out, giving us updated looks at those timings and how much we could see across North Mississippi. Of course, I want to continue reiterating this. Nothing severe is expected, just maybe a rainy, lazy into our weekend before we get ready for a dry work week ahead. But continue to enjoy y'all's Saturday evening. I hope all of y'all have a great night. If I don't see y'all at the 10, I've enjoyed another weekend here with y'all, and I'll see y'all live later on tonight at the Room to Room Weather Center at 10.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.